We are forsaken, forgotten.
Their rage, sweet as the day we arrived. You shall feed the flames. You is touched by hatred.
What irony, to find the roots of Little Terdolra, watered once again with my life blood. You can take me from this place. The druids can grow their little trees, but I'll be back to raise it all down again. Whether it's in 1 year or 100 hence.
Those blood relics really suck the joy out of the air, eh? No. Really? Donan had a blood relic at Tedorla and they didn't tell us?
The Fane and Erida probably knew before they went spitting mad. I'm never sure. Sure now means disappointed later. Or worse. But this is our best shot. So let's go in with chins up, eh? And we'll parry the punches as they come. The druids gather near the scar where Astaroth was first sealed. Come, we'll go together. Melting flesh. All
Be on your best behavior. They're not keen to share ritual with an outsider.
Good. Activate the Wayfinder, and I'll get us started. We call upon Lutred, Eater of Evils. new maker of lands. Sefa Thal Bog Clec Brew.
Carving meat from bone is my specialty.
Lutred! Banistade Werka Da!
What's this? You bring forth a beast bearing the cursed blood from which my amalgam was molded. Was this wise?
Damn you, Asteron!
This is what you asked for.
You foul rot!
Everyone, out!
Damn it all to hell! Does it look all right to you? Lutrid gone. Made a demon's plaything. Oh yes, things are wonderful.
Briona,
I'm sorry. I can't talk right now. I'm going back to Kerrigar.
it's not you. She just needs time. Find us in Kerrigar, yeah?
the meat from the bone.
Hey, want one of those drinks I owe you? Off on her own, again. Ugh. It's all or nothing with her. One bump in the road and she flips the whole carriage. But this? It's over the line, isn't it? This Wayfinder stuff. I mean, demon blood. She ran off for the HORADRIM vault, wherever the hell it is. Ugh. Why tell me? I'm only her best friend. Tell her to come back. Please?
Davish sent you, didn't he? Considerate bastard. First things first, I'm sorry. I lost my temper. Said some vile things to you. 'Tweren't fair. I was ashamed, see? 'Cause I tried to help and innocents got hurt. Same as Donan. Same as his order. I wasn't wrong to criticize him, but I was a fool not to empathize. We fought for the same thing in the end. Peace. All that said, I may have found an answer in Elias's notes. To send something back to hell, you need to summon something first. But like needs like. So, to send back Astaroth's blood, we'd need to summon Astaroth. Only that's spitting lunacy, isn't it? Not even HORADRIM would risk that. The blood can't be purged. We could ward it, toss it into the sea, but then it's someone else's problem, and that's the one mistake of Donan's I refuse to repeat. That's if I can even figure out how to summon Astaroth in the first place. Elias's notes here are incomplete. Could you look around? Then that's where we'll go. While I prepare for the journey, see if you can find another blood relic. The Wayfinder's pointing to one at the seaside descent near Caed Bardu. Retrieve it before demons are set loose in the city.
druid friend is eager to summon me, to kill me. I heard it, the edge in her voice. Only through Mephisto's will would it be possible. If it were anyone else calling on me, he would keep me trapped here in hell. But it's you, so he's letting me go. It seems he would take joy from my death at your hands, Wanderer. No matter. Let us wound and be wounded again.
Summoning Astaroth? Are you mad?
I'm out of options! He takes and takes and takes!
Not you too. What if he gets out and sets all of Sanctuary ablaze?
They've killed him before, they'll kill him again. This is our only shot, Davish. Come with us. Fight with us.
How many times have I defended you in front of the Elders? What are they gonna say? This isn't you, Briona.
This had damn well better work. What's this? All this splendor, empty and rotting in the wilderness. Elias may have left the Order, but he kept their love of hoarding secrets. Let's find what we came for and get out of this hellhole. We're really doing this, aren't we? I'll not risk another innocent soul for it, though. We'll do it in the wilds. Far away from Scosglen. From anything. I'll make ready the ritual. What? No, I hear you. You've done this before. But listen. Don't you dare go dying on me in there. Take the Wayfinder and go. And kill that mucksucker dead. can feel it. I can't sense his presence anymore. Brega would have spun songs about this day. She made merry like a madwoman, dancing and belting from the tabletop. Always did when we returned from battle. I'd like to spend some time with her and Donan at Firebreak. Join me if you'd like. Donan owes us a few slaps upside the head for what we have done here today. I see what you saw in them, brother and sister. I wish you could have met them too.
She would have loved them. She was a wanderer herself.
On the contrary, saying a long overdue hello. And I missed you. I'm sorry. Oh, I blamed Donan for doing as I thought HORADRIM did. Swooping in, hiding messes, leaving them to be discovered by the survivors of their mistakes. But that's not it, is it? What they do is try. They spit in the face of futility, justice, and light. That was the oath he took. And he sacrificed everything to fulfill it. I couldn't take up their mantle, but I could stand to carry out their mission here in Scosglen.
Or you could not abandon your dear friend and instead return to the college with me. They'd have you back, you know. Begrudgingly, but still.
I think I owe them, anyway. For how awfully Lutrud was mangled by that ritual at the Scar. They'll need another way to clean up Nefene's blood. Very well. Davish, I'm afraid you're stuck with me for now.
I better be. I was afraid I'd have to suffer old Ardrith's endless mumbling on my own.
Perish the thought.
I don't like this place.
Here lie the ruins of Abu Khair, the city of walking dunes. The monument from which this piece came commemorated the Order's first real success. The first sealing of a prime evil. But it also mourned our first failure. For Mephisto's capture leveled the city and killed thousands. Tal Rasha had this made to remind us that Sanctuary has no future if we do not tend to her present. The sand has since swallowed the city's ruins. I will see that we remember.
Ugly old thing, isn't it? But I can tell it's important. And potentially dangerous. I'd rather keep such things in eyesight than out. So you can leave it here, till we've a better spot for it.
Oh, it would be, if I could keep my son from gobbling up every last scrap of food we get. He said he stumbled across some old relic while playing in a cave. I'm sure you've more important things to do, but I said I'd let you know.
This stone was spat from the belly of Talrasha's tomb. He was the first of us. Kul called him noble, selfless. Deckard Cain called him valorous. Tyrell called him wise, and chose him as our leader. And he suffered for it. For centuries he wrestled with Baal. This time, there were no casualties, save for Talrasha himself. Or rather, what was left of his humanity, and all that made him good. It shall surprise no one that Baal escaped anyway. We have coped without a leader. Yet I fear we have not completely salvaged the hope that died with our first. Inscribed here is part of the oath our Order's initiates once took. Knowledge, lifeblood of light, magic, open palm of justice, perseverance, challenger of fate. Much has been written on justice and light, not so much on fate and the challenging of it. Our history is riddled with failures. How could it not be? Yet it is also rich with moments of defiance in the face of despair, rejections of the concept of futility. We may fail, but we shall always rise to try and fight again. Inscribed here is part of the oath our Order's initiates once took. Knowledge, lifeblood of light, magic, open palm of justice, perseverance, challenger of fate. Much has been written on justice and light, not so much on fate and the challenging of it. Our history is riddled with failures. How could it not be? Yet it is also rich with moments of defiance in the face of despair, rejections of the concept of futility. We may fail, but we shall always rise to try and fight again. This stone was spat from the belly of Talrasha's tomb. He was the first of us. Kul called him noble, selfless. Deckard Cain called him valorous. Tyrell called him wise, and chose him as our leader. And he suffered for it. For centuries he wrestled with Baal. This time, there were no casualties, save for Tal Rasha himself. Or rather, what was left of his humanity, and all that made him good. It shall surprise no one that Baal escaped anyway. We have coped without a leader. Yet I fear we have not completely salvaged the hope that died with our first.
Further research confirms my suspicions. Orbe was built atop a pre-existing structure. Based on the old records, this hidden corner of the monastery is somehow connected to the Zakron Inquisition. Now, decades ago, they came to the region and forced the locals into submission. Those who did not embrace the faith were likely tortured and buried. If so, the structure beneath us might be the remnants of the local settlement, or their tomb. I will know soon enough. I have found a way inside to embody the Zakrum's true tenets. We cannot hide from this dark chapter in our history.
Ceremony was much more important to the first of our order. No surprise there. Where an angel leads, displays of deference follow. Mummification was one such ritual, whose instances dwindled along with our numbers. The HORADRIM Cathan performed the task with distaste. It went against her faith. Early Zakarum buried their dead free from the post-mortem violations of embalmment. Nonetheless, I admire the slow and careful dedication with which she carried out the rite. We HORADRIM seek to find answers. To do that, we must remain open to the possibility that the answers we have found might yet be wrong.
Experiment number 7. Raised another undead today. Excellent specimen. Technique improving. Full mobility this time. Directed it to move a scroll. Scroll ended up in torn pieces. Must work on fine control of fingers and hands. Peers in the clans might sniff at use of necromancy. But undead labor is cheap. Free. Library too valuable to let rot. But too expensive to hire mercenaries. If studies go well, who knows what gems I might discover here.
I believe this epistle speaks for itself. Even, I cannot count the tears I shed for our Tal Rasha. Tyrion has rescued you, but have we followed him too unquestioningly? An angel he may be, but angels are one half.
Your blood spilled and bones broken. Ariana's your girl.
Yeah, it's as good a hole as any since you and Bryona cleared out Eldheim. Hey, I owe you one for that. In the last bit I called home, I spotted some old relic. Looked valuable. Was planning to sell the thing, but consider it yours.
The HORADRIM Cathan, priestess of the Zakarum, wouldn't live to see the atrocities that would be carried out in the name of her religion. Yet she saw the seeds of darkness sown in her churches and her peers. She wrote of them at length. It never dissuaded her from her prayers. Cathan was one for whom faith and doubt were partners, not enemies. Her freeness to doubt strengthened her commitment. Her belief that this world can be better continually pushed her to question how. This holy memento was hers. Justice and light are etched into the back. The HORADRIM Cathan, priestess of the Zakarum, wouldn't live to see the atrocities that would be carried out in the name of her religion. Yet she saw the seeds of darkness, so ceremony was much more important to the first of our order. I believe this epistle speaks for itself. Eben, I cannot count the tears I shed for our Talrasha. Tyrion has let us know.
She's seen better days. Worse ones, too. Hey, you're into that old Horadric stuff, right? Got reports of an old cache. Maybe it'd be of use to you.
What's this?
HORADRIM must often sacrifice the simple pleasures of life. Comfort, kinship, romance. Deckard Cain was one whose family was ripped from him long before he ever took up our mantle. Indeed, he was leery of our order at the time. Yet even still, it was his unrelenting obsession with research that drove his loved ones away. After his spouse took their son and left him, she and the boy were slaughtered by bandits. Deckard was not HORADRIM then, and yet his challenge was so very Horadric. This keepsake once belonged to Amelia Cain. I shall place it with Deckard's things. Tragic as the slaughter of his family was, it was another step on Deckard's path to becoming HORADRIM. For what are we without the common folk we strive to protect? At last, Cain sat down his research and took up his staff. He forged friendships with Tristram's townfolk. He writes of Pepin the Healer, who was kinder to all than many deserved, and of Griswold the Smith, loud as an ox but gentle as a bird. This staff, one of a chosen time-tested few, is a relic from those relatively happy days before Tristram's darkening. There is one oft overlooked aspect of this tome. Its shared authorship between Deckard and his ward. For Cain, Leah offered a second chance at fatherhood, while her dark parentage would make her of great interest to any HORADRIM. Deckard adopted her simply because she needed a loving guardian and a safe home. Our duty to sanctuary comes before our love. But Deckard may have found the one exception to this rule. Leah became his family, yet his rearing of her would also guide Sanctuary's future. I am only thankful he died before he could see the fate that befell her.
In memory of Grand Mage Emerus. I met him decades ago. It was he who rejected my application to the Sanctum. He called me power-hungry. reckless. And I was. That rejection was a gift. It put me on my path, pushed me to seek bolder mentors. I know. When we took the sanctum, I killed him myself, raised him from the dead. Now he serves my every whim. A fitting legacy for a fool.
There is one oft overlooked aspect of this tome. Its shared authorship. Tragic as the slaughter of his family was, it was another step on Deckard's path to becoming HORADRIM. For what are we without the common folk we strive to protect? At last, HORADRIM must often sacrifice the simple pleasures of life. Comfort, kinship, romance. Deckard Cain was one whose family was ripped from him long before he ever took up our mantle. Indeed, he was leery of our order at the time. Yet even still, it was his unrelenting obsession with research that drove his loved ones away. After his spouse took their son and left him, she and the boy were slaughtered by bandits. Deckard was not